Woo! Open this a little bit.
Yeah,
open
just
just
a little bit.
Smidgen.
Just a fucking cat.
It's starting to get hot, huh?
That's all
A
right.
little bit.
Here,
That's cool.
if anything, dude, so the show will be slapped as we're fucking.
You don't have power over here, dude?
Yeah, I got power over.
Where's
Should be power over. Up above you.
Yeah, right here. Which
Yeah.
one?
Either one. It's not getting it. Not getting it?
Yeah, we live.
Oh, I'm in. Yeah, we're live.
Oh, you're not plugged in.
We are live though.
We are live.
Forgot to plug it in, man.
Whoa, dude.
Wait.
I'm still working through some shit.
Here we go. All right.
Whatever. You know, sometimes on the 840, we're not always prepared.
I wonder why.
But hey, it's all good. It's the price of some grade A live entertainment.
I wonder why. You never.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just bear with us here.
Still setting up a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a new set here.
Well, we're chilling.
We're chilling.
Coming at you live.
It's all live, baby.
You know what, cuz this is the first 840 on the road.
This is the road show, the 840 review, right here live. My friend, Fish. How you doing, Fish?
Don't say friend.
I'm doing good.
You sure
doing
say
great.
buddy, say homie, say something.
Comrade. It's my comrade over here.
Alright, gotta save that. Alright.
I think we're all good to go.
We're almost good to go. Check, check. Hold on.
Do I gotta bust out my strap right here or what?
You strapped up,
Leave
cat?
the strap. Leave the straps at home.
The strap's at home or the strap's propping up the window curtain right there.
That's a curtain holder.
Crazy. You got yourself a shotgun over there holding up the blinds there, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
I like the way you live your life, man.
You know,
Dangerously.
it's my boy here that's teaching me the ropes.
Judas? You got
Judas.
You got a picture of Judas right there behind you. It's a Minnie Mouse.
that's not
Hey, this looks
Judas.
cool.
That's Judas.
That's not Judas.
Who is that then?
I think that's something the Plateros.
That's Judas,
That's
brother.
not Judas.
Plateros.
That's
What's that
fucking
mean?
Judas, man. Pass me that picture.
I don't know. I'm assuming his he was like kind of like a saint that resembled Jesus Christ.
That's Judas, brother.
He turned. He went evil.
That's Saint Judas,
He
man.
killed him and then took his image.
That's the dude. They made him a saint anyways, Judas. I don't know why.
All right. You know, usually we start the show and then I tweet this out, but you guys just bear with us. We're gonna fucking. I'm tweeting all this shit out right now, so we can get all this shit out of the way. So when it hits 840, we can 840 pretty hard.
I got skin 30 on my watch.
Skin 30.
Oh, well,
How you feeling, cuz, over there?
I'm feeling great, man. Just ready for this 840, man. Damn, this clock is taking forever.
It's cool.
Yeah, still skin 30 on my watch.
No,
How you doing, Fish?
pass some of those beers.
You want a beer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what I got over here in the
Here, I'll hold it right here.
old bag of cos over here. Oh, that's a water.
Really water.
That's a water.
Keep the beer cold.
Keep the beer colder.
Right.
Bam.
Ooh.
I'll take
Bam.
one of those. Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Cheers, sir.
Yes.
Now, we were gonna do a full-on Twisted episode. That's in the works, but this will be a little bit of a preview. Crazy's scared of the Twisted
I don't want to
episode.
get twisted.
Why are you?
I
do
need
it
to
all
know.
the time.
I
Yeah,
need
but
to
I'm not
know.
broadcasting that shit on.
Why? That's the real you.
That's true.
Hey,
He's afraid to show the real him.
be real, son.
Be real.
Be real.
Mad real, son. It's the real world, Montana.
Be real. Mad real.
He
It's the
can.
mad real world.
He can only stay professional on weed.
Are you?
So,
I know, right? Are you
the
guys?
Twisted
are your phones
episode.
off? You guys?
Yeah, we're all good.
I will turn off my phone.
If you
Turn it
got
off to silence it.
if you got a suggestion for the Twisted episode, hit me up at the840review@gmail.com.
Daiquiris and weed.
Daiquiris and weed?
Mm-hmm.
Daiquiris
and weed named after mixed drinks.
Oh, we're gonna need a female.
You
want
to get white girl twisted?
Oh my,
Yeah.
no.
Smirnoff
Whoa.
Ice Twisted.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. That white girl twisted. Oh, okay. Yeah. You almost done over there, Kray?
Hold on, dude.
He's a man of business.
It's Skin 31, man.
This is why he can't. He cannot get twisted. Not on the air.
Well, I was hoping that
Look at how much stuff he has to do.
I was hoping that I could bring in some broken skulls because that's the bottom line.
You brought like shorts and sandals. This guy brought like a duffel bag full of equipment.
Shows how prepared I am
Yeah.
for everything I do in life.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here all the time, on time.
You might show up on time. I won't show up on time, but I'll show up with all my shit ready to go.
I'll be
This
real.
thing-
I forgot my lighter.
Especially, you guys know he knows what he's doing. That's what pisses
I know
me off.
exactly what I'm doing, and I left that shit at home
All right, you guys, both of you guys, can you do me a favor and shut the fuck up?
for 2 seconds.
We gotta open this up. Give me 5 seconds. The 5 seconds for audio and back in the studio. We call the lab.
Hey, Kray's in the box.
Crazy in the box.
Kray's in the box. You got that? 5 seconds of audio. Silence. Here we go.
I'm gonna send out my monthly Craze in the box loot crate.
Do you think Kray's in the booth? He got that?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
He got it?
We've been recording for like 5 minutes
That
now.
piece of shit's always high, man. You sure he got it? Kray's in the booth.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the 840 review
What's going on, man?
with Kaz.
And Kray's.
How you guys doing, man? How you
Doing
been?
good.
We're here with a special guest today. I've known this man a long time.
Very long time.
One of my oldest friends since moving out to the Inland Empire. He's introduced me to a lot of things. He's shown me a lot of good things. He's shown me mostly bad.
A lot of
But
bad.
a lot of bad.
A lot of bad.
But all in all, you know, we're still here. We're hanging out. This guy's showed me the ropes to the very beginning of the 840 when it barely started hitting 840 for me.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome everybody to the 840 review. Fish.
Fish, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Hey man. Hey, it's a pleasure having you, dude.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Now if Cosmo can just do me a favor this time and man the mic for 2 people.
I'm trying, but there's a partition right here in the middle of us that I can't really get my wrist over, so we're going to have to work this shit out.
It's all good.
It's not the Berlin Wall, Jonathan.
I know. You
There's
can,
a big-
You don't have to knock it down or anything.
Dude,
can
there's a
manage it.
big-ass iron curtain between me and Fish right here. It's like fucking 3 miles, dude. It's ridiculous.
it's not the Great Wall of China. Hey, so Fish,
Yes, sir.
do you 840?
I 840 a little bit too much.
Now, 8:40.
Sorry,
That
I was
means
drinking beer.
the clock gets high twice a day.
Yeah.
And
A broken clock's high twice a day, dude. You know that, right?
you know that, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, any 20 on the hour is a good time to get high, right?
Of course.
Anytime
Of
on
course.
the hour, actually.
If it's 5:20, that means I've been high for about an hour.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, you space your day out that way, right?
Exactly.
Now we're starting this early today, and we're not starting it early enough. But I was like thinking about like a wake and bake episode.
Yeah.
Because do you guys often wake and bake?
Sometimes I feel like my morning isn't right unless I take a little bit of
Mm.
something. And it doesn't have to be like a full-on blunt or a fucking half-gram dab.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, level yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, man, wake and bake, dude. What do you prefer to wake and bake with as far as smoking? You eat indica, sativa,
My
pipe,
personal
bong?
favorite is none of that. It's usually the bong.
Alright.
But my personal favorite is smoking roaches from the night before.
That's what I was gonna say. I usually smoke myself to sleep,
Mhm.
like retarded smoke myself to sleep. Like I will continue. Sometimes I'm afraid I'm gonna burn something down, because I would just continue. I'll continue to smoke until I just like close my eyes, and then I'll leave whatever's left over from that me almost burning the house down.
Yeah.
And then I'll just smoke that in the morning with like my shitty morning breath.
Sounds like I need to get you a hemp blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap yourself in it, man.
Or those U-Haul blankets, those like fire retardant gray blankets.
Don't say fire retarded.
Oh man, retarded.
So
Special.
because of special fire.
Fire special ed.
So we're here on the road. This is the first. We're on our way to Humboldt County. As you guys can see.
As you can see, we're still
So
moving.
we're here. You can see in the back in the window. There's
It's
nothing
like
going
no
on.
movement.
It's moving, but they're not moving out there. That's the biggest issue.
Because we transcend what's going on in the normal world.
We travel right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
right in the mind.
you
This
don't
is
have to
actually
spend thousands of dollars to go anywhere you want to.
Fish's humble abode here. Fish, do you have a name for this man cave, or what do you call this?
What do you call the man cave?
I call this my room.
Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
This is Room El
Nifty.
Pescador.
Yeah. This is what happens when you're in a shitty relationship and then you got to move back in with your parents, but they adopted 3 other girls. This is what happens. You end up in a fucking RV in a backyard.
Being able to go anywhere you want, though.
God damn
See?
it. Well, see, if you weren't in an RV, where would it be on our way to Humboldt County?
I know.
That's true. That's
be
true.
fucking-
And Burning Man next year.
Burning Man.
So you're going to Burning Man next year?
I am definitely going to Burning Man next
Now,
year.
why are you going to Burning Man?
I want to do it before I die.
Bucket list thing?
Yeah, and before I'm 30.
That's
You got a
sounds
long time
reasonable.
before you're
Yeah.
30.
Hell yeah, dude.
I have like 4 years. So.
Yeah, I would probably.
Yeah, you better get on that.
Yeah, you better get on that
Yeah,
shit.
you better get on it.
That's like something you gotta like dedicate a week to.
Why 30, though? Is it like you're not going to do anything after 30?
No, I'm probably going to have kids after 30.
Smart.
Sounds about right.
Smart
Yeah.
man. Having kids after you're 30.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to have a job where they're going to like drug test me all the time and shit like that. I'm probably just going to be a family man after 30.
Yeah, that seems about right because most of the good paying jobs out here are fucking discriminatory against us weed smokers, as motherfuckers out there.
I think
I'll still do it.
Oh,
I just gonna have to like chill out on the Burning Man tours. You know?
so. Why Burning Man? Like, why do you want to go? Like, what made you say Burning Man opposed to like something like EDC or something like
EMTs?
EMT?
Honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, the first time I ever heard about Burning Man, I kind of heard about it before. I'd kind of heard about it before on the through like people talking about it.
Yeah,
My brothers.
I always heard it like through jokes, like comedians.
Yeah.
The Burning Man I'm familiar with is from the 70s and stuff like that, like when the hippies used to go out into the desert and shit and get crazy. But I don't know, like with the modern raving scene, wouldn't that change like the spirit of Burning Man?
That's what I think.
Well, with me, it's more like just an experience. Like, I want to go to the gathering of the Juggalos, too. I don't care anything for them.
No, yeah,
I just want to experience this crazy, redneck, like, craziness, right? Like, it's just nuts. And the same thing with Burning Man. At first, I was like, this is hippy-dippy crap. And, back to my story. I heard about it in Malcolm in the Middle. There was an episode where they go to Burning Man
Yeah.
and they messed everything up like how they normally do. It was just like a screwed up family with a bunch of boys, and I just want to go. It just seems crazy. It's like the more you hear about it, the more if you're interested in art and drugs and stuff, and
Mostly the latter.
pretty much,
Most
yeah.
the latter of the two, yeah.
Yeah, like experiencing, an outside body experience. I would say that would probably be the best way to do it, is lose yourself in the desert for 7 days. These people build a community in 7 days,
Where
and
everything
then
is.
they just destroy it after they're gone. It's like the
See,
most.
I'm done with that. I'm done with the build it, destroy it, move on sort of thing.
Yeah, it's the most enlightening thing, I would say.
I wouldn't say most enlightening, but yeah.
Well, it shows you, like, it's kind of like, what are those guys, those Buddhists that do those, like, mosaic kind of things with the sand,
Uh-huh.
and then they make all these, like, crazy, like, crazy
with the rakes
like
and stuff like
that. With the sand and everything, and then they destroy it. You know, it's like the best thing in life. It's life and death all in the same.
That's actually real art,
experience.
rather than like try to make a buck on it.
Yeah, that's true. Now, Fish, are you familiar with what we do here on the 840?
Yes, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. I like this. I like this a lot more than most other podcasts or shows.
About stuff?
Because I love weed, and you guys know that about me. I love weed.
That's why we fuck with
That's why
you.
we fuck with Fish, man.
Yeah.
So, we were going to go ahead and leave the strand up to you today. What you got for us today, buddy?
What are the gifts you want to bestow on
Well,
us?
first off, I'm an advocate for marijuana, medical marijuana.
Now, is it recreation or for medical use?
I actually, as of like 2 years ago, do have medical use for it. But I'm not gonna lie, I did do it recreationally, like probably
Most of
most of my life, since I was like 13 or something, you know.
There's no shame in doing it recreationally.
Well,
No shame.
But honestly, I also think too it served as a medical purpose, because I see a lot of people that didn't smoke weed when I was smoking weed, and they're all depressed, or they're like they don't know anything about life, like they're just kind of clueless. They're working a shitty job.
Pills, dude.
Well, I mean,
pills too. Fuck.
People are like out there drinking, and that shit fucks with you more. I mean, you guys are getting down on some beers right now, but that's not anything like recreational drinking like a person would every single day.
I know. I don't wake up and drink a beer.
Tear their shit up, dude. It's
every day.
It's horrible. It's horrible what you could do to your body. With
Also,
it's
being proved that that regular, like daily alcohol use is leading to most of the cancers that are killing people.
And sugar.
And sugar too.
Yeah.
Well, it's the refined sugar that we're doing it. We're processing it so much that it's starting to fuck with us, dude.
Yeah.
But
what were you saying about your ass is getting old? We just said that.
Yeah, we did. We touched on that.
So like just like with me, I'm starting to realize the medical use of this, like, you know, rather than just having fun with it.
Dude, last night I had a bit of case of restless legs, and I couldn't get to sleep. Like every time I laid down, my fucking legs would just like kick around and fuck with me. Took a little bit of a dab, and I fucking went to sleep.
Louder.
I went to sleep, man.
Yeah.
So like, there's a lot of different things you can use it for. Not just hunger, not just uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different ailments that it solves.
The one use that marijuana has, you know, people say, oh, it's medicine, it's medicinal use. The one medicinal use I first discovered and used it countlessly for is for hangover cures.
Yeah, that's another.
That's the one thing I realized. Hey, this isn't just to fuck around and get.
But have you ever woken up hungover off of herb and had to just take a little bit of a bong rip to get yourself leveled out?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I've chased that fucking ghost.
Only in edibles. Only with edibles. I don't ever get hungover. I can smoke like an ounce of weed and I won't ever feel any like after effects.
Well, that's because the edibles, that's passing through your your pancreas or something like that. Or it creates a little bit different effect on the.
And depending if it's sugar, it actually starts to work. I would say kind of like alcohol because it sits in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a time release kind of thing, dude.
Speaking of time release, I always forget. Damn, it got smelly up in here for a second.
I sorry, caught a whiff of that, and I was like, holy shit, dude.
Back because you asked me what did I bring.
Okay.
I go to the shops. I have my card.
Yes, we're all under strict regulation.
Yeah.
Compliance
and I've had
my
my card. Yeah, I've had my card since I've been 18.
disclaimer.
disclaimer.
my medical card, of course.
Yeah.
And then but I usually pick mine up off neighborhood friendly people. You know that like to
we like to
distribute the wealth.
We like to call that alternative
sources are advocates because we're all advocates. Not everybody can drive their ass down to the.
But for right now, you got this through an alternative source. We'll stick with that.
Through an alternative source, yes, and that alternative source has been a good friend of mine. I'm not afraid. I mean, honestly, everyone, you should just smoke up. Like you said, I mean, there's worse things out there. Yeah, a Pop-Tart's worse than weed right now, you know? There's kids freaking killing themselves on Pop-Tarts, you know?
Caffeine.
Caffeine, man.
Caffeine is sold
Caffeine.
without any regulation, any warning to anybody. And that shit is just like,
Jesus Christ.
they got so much caffeine and shit nowadays, it's fucking like toxic if you were to give it to somebody back in like the 1800s. Could you imagine giving like a caveman a Coke from now?
See, that's what alcohol does. That's
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry.
that just fucked up his insides right there.
Yeah.
His intestines are all shitty.
Like on the real, that beer covered up the weed smell real quick. That burp right there.
All right, so I got 2 strains. I wanted to go old school with you guys. I don't choose what he has, but I love everything he ever has. I've been going to this guy for years. We're good friends. The crazy part about all this is he's also a big medical marijuana advocate, has his medical card, is doing everything legit, has never once smoked weed a day in his life.
See, that's fucking crazy.
That's insane to me.
That's insane.
Is that not
he knows
crazy?
exactly what is good.
Yeah.
And doesn't even smoke it. That's insanity.
That is crazy.
No, he's an advocate, right?
He's an advocate.
He is an advocate. I mean, he says, if I ever need anything, like, you know, I'm going to go to weed first. Like, I'm going to, if he's a healthy young man, so he doesn't need it right now. Mm-hmm. But he says if in case he ever does need anything, he knows where to go. He's not ignorant to the fact that this is a medicine, and that as well as it is recreationally, it serves a lot of purposes medicinally. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, the fibers are stronger than steel if they're woven
together. And with I don't know, it's kind of in here, but just to jump on that, it takes like fucking, what is it, like 5 times faster to grow a hemp plant for like fabric resources than it does to grow like a tree.
Anything, yeah. Anything else at all, for paper, for rope, for clothing, for all kinds of different shit that they could do with it. It would cripple all the other industries that are.
It will.
It's out
seriously,
there,
and like you were telling me, dude, that recently you started taking CBD instead of like regular marijuana, THC marijuana.
Classic, yeah.
The CBD, you know, of course, to help you recover with non-psychoactive effects like that. That's strictly the medicinal use of this. Now, I found a card at a clinic I went to, and it broke down everything you need to know. And like, all you need to do is ask. If you go to a clinic, all you need to do is ask them, you know, which one has the most, like, highest CBD properties, which one has the lowest THC, and you just need to get that and medicate off that. I want to actually start getting oils and like tinctures. You know, you mix in the water. I just want to get a CBD oil and start mixing it like that because it can cure cancer. It can cure.
I advocate it to everyone, even if you don't feel pain. Like if I had the money to constantly have a CBD oil in my shelf, I would do it. I mean, the way you feel from it, it's like it's unquestionable that it's working. I mean, you feel happy. Any soreness that you have, any pain that you have, it's gone. I have sciatica. I have a slip disc. I have an actual medical record. And if anyone's ever had that pain, I mean, it's paralyzing. It's paralyzing. Okay. I mean, the only thing that helped me was stretching, jiu-jitsu, and weed. That was...
Shout out to DDP Yoga.
No, I'm not lying to you. And I mean, I'm not trying to be like a hippie. I'm not trying to be... you know, I'm not trying to jump on a bandwagon. Like, I am only trying things that are alternatives to pills that were making me depressed, making me gain weight. I mean, the side effects just went on. And if I would have gone down that rabbit hole, I wouldn't be here with you guys showing you the 2 strains that I brought, which is Platinum OG. Okay. I got some Platinum OG here.
Let me take a look at that.
There you go, sir.
Ooh.
Hold on.
And I got some regular OG Kush.
The original.
Original OG.
And that's not ocean grown. That's original gangster.
The original gangster ocean grown. Jeez, man. All right.
I had to hyperventilate that one. That shit was fucking great.
I've always said that medication you find from the alternative sources are always a little bit stronger than where you find at your local clinic or wherever you go.
I will tell you why, sir. It's not that I don't. There is medical clinics out there doing it right, but there is also medical clinics out there trying to make a profit.
Which one is this one right here?
That is actually
not only a profit.
platinum.
They have to make the $1,000 fine for each day.
Correct. Because because they're a non-profit organization. But what that means is that the workers still need to get paid. The growers still need to get paid. The people who make the deliveries still need to get paid. So all that stuff costs money. On top of that, the county in which people have a medical facility at, where they're distributing medical marijuana, they need to pay taxes, and not only that, they get fined every day that they're open.
Every single day. And how many clinics do you know, Krays, that are open every day?
I'll tell you what, I know more clinics that close every day than stay open.
yeah, and it's because, and you know what's the screwed up part is I actually know people that are in the business that's all political too, because it all depends on who you know. Because if you know someone within the city that's within the city Congress or city council, they're gonna cut you a break, and you're gonna be pretty much monopolizing the industry on your block. In Hollywood and LA, it's a lot harder to do because they have less stricter municipal laws. But here in the Inland Empire, it's really hard. It's really hard to try to keep something like that open.
There's also a lot of cash grab clinics that just open up and shut down right away.
Immediately.
Who knows how much money they're making before they get shut down?
Dude, I've been to clinics that had like the nicest setup, but they were in a trailer.
So
they go back and they fucking take that shit, move it down the road, and that's it. They just hit that spot real quick.
Quick little story about one of those popped up down the street from where I live. I live in San Bernardino, California. In 2012, one of the second deadliest,
San Bernardino.
I believe the second deadliest city in America.
It's the poorest.
2012. Poorest for sure. There's a huge debt that there. I don't know. I had a visitor. My cousin came through, and she said that she noticed that almost half of the businesses in this city where she's driven down the street are closed. And I don't notice that. I don't notice that at all because I'm seeing it every day.
Yeah.
It's like all this shit is closed down. It is. Anyways, so there's this clinic open down the street. It was in a trailer. They were there for probably about three months. And then the receptionist got shot, and they closed it down and took the trailer out.
Fucking A, dude.
So I'm just here
I'm
to tell
sorry.
you.
No,
I mean, weed is tight. Weed is tight. Weed is tight.
Yeah.
But don't fucking shoot somebody for it,
Well,
man.
don't open a shop in San Bernardino.
That's basically what I'm
You
trying
need to have
say.
armed guards if you're fucking going into the Dino, man.
That's what I said.
Just like the 840. You go to the sunny San Bernardino Kray Studios, there's an armed guard outside that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Armed guard? That's right.
All right, so I lost my grinder, and that's unfortunate, but it's very fortunate because I know a way that's sometimes better than the grinder. I actually like this way better because it leaves a little bit of chunk in the buds, whereas like if you guys are familiar with grinders, sometimes it gets too powdery.
Yeah.
And it kind of takes away the taste and the quality of the bud because you're kind of bursting those trichomes, and all that good stuff is just sticking to those spikes on the grinder, you know. So I'm going to be using a scissors and a shot glass. The bigger the shot glass, well, the more weed you can pack in. But you just pretty much drop the bud in there, take out like any big stems, right? And then you just go away. You just start chopping away. And you kind of use the shot glass as like a guide to not let the bud kind of, you know, go any further, you know. So.
Oh, I thought you were.
Now this is a new technique.
Yeah,
I've never seen this.
This is awesome. So I'm gonna start off with the Platinum OG, and I'm throwing that in.
All right, Fish. I gotta ask you a question. These
Yes.
two weeds, these two strands, as my boy likes to call them,
Strands, baby.
they look similar.
Yes.
They smell very like. They don't smell similar. They kind of do, but they have their own little. How are you able to tell the difference between the two just by looking at them?
Well, one would be the Platinum OG is a lot more lighter if you look at it.
You can't really.
And then the OG, of course, it's a lot darker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the color doesn't usually mean anything. It's usually the trichome count that changes the quality of weed. But sometimes color can have an effect, because sometimes if you went too much into the drying process, sometimes your weed can kind of go brown, and that's never good.
No, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about this yesterday on the Sneak a Toke 840 edition with Yo, that maybe air quality might have a lot to do with growing. Is that true?
That I've heard something like that because of like Maui Wowie and shit like that, and then herb that's grown in Jamaica has something to do with the sun and the air quality down there because it's tropical weather and stuff like that. So you'll get different styles of bud.
Ocean grown.
Ocean grown. You get California has different weed than New York. You know, Canada has different weed than Texas.
I also heard that the prices in New York are insane.
Dude, my wife actually went out to New York a couple
My
years
wife.
ago. My wife.
Yeah.
She went out to New York a couple years ago, and she was saying that like there's a fucking dude on each corner that hands out flyers, and you just hit those dudes up, and they have the herb, but it's expensive. It's
Yeah,
like
dude.
2002 prices for Kush and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so it's like,
They got Orange Crush prices?
yeah, dude, you're getting Pretendo, and it's not even fucking herb, it's tobacco,
That's
spray painted green.
Spray painted green.
Spray painted green, some catnip.
Now, Fish, what, you know, when people, because I've gone to shops and they have, especially like on the corner, especially on the streets, the alternative source,
The Screets.
they have the purple buds, and like it's like a selling point. But oh, look at the perps, dude! Look at it's purple. Like, I heard that's basically from the drying process, or maybe they kept it in the dark too long, or
It's
what is it?
it's temperature.
Does it make it?
Not necessarily. Some buds, they're naturally their characteristic is to turn purple at a certain point of their growing process. People try to imitate the purple, but it's very hard to imitate purple. I actually have a picture on my phone of the best purple I ever had, and you tried that with me. You went to that crazy snow party at my house. Remember that? Yeah, that was crazy.
Don't say snow party. This is
Woo!
the 840 review.
It was a Christmas party. It was a
Christmas.
It was a
party.
Christmas party.
All
All right, let's just say that. Oh,
Let's stick with that.
and look, I'm gonna show these guys a picture. If this is the best purple bud I had
I remember
ever
that. I
in
remember
my
that.
life.
Yes, now that you-
Ever in my life. If there was ever a bud that was meant to be purple, it was that bud.
Now, I've had some purple Urkel that was completely purple. There was no green in it. It was purple with orange hairs.
Does it make it danker?
I don't think it does. Because the thing with that is that Perps is sativa, I believe. Am I right?
Hey, old friend.
Is it a sativa?
You know what? I should know that answer, but purple only really comes to me from my friend once a
Alternative.
year.
Same here. I've only gotten good perps from alternative sources. I've never really found a clinic that has good perps, and if it is purple, it's not good.
Or it's fake. They just say it's like purple, and there's absolutely no purple in there.
Well, think about this. If you cut a rose stem and you stick it in a vase full of food coloring, that shit's gonna turn whatever color food coloring you put it in there.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is
So
that
you could do
bullshit?
that. You could probably do that with herb. I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, I'm not a botanist.
Well, UFC fighter Bobby Green, from Fontana,
Oh, from the
Used-
Tucky.
used to dye his hair with Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I mean, it works. It works.
It works.
It really does work,
So,
man.
you know, I don't know what the difference between human beings
Well-
and plants are, but I'm pretty sure that works.
Well, the way you know you got purple is, like I said, I mean, it's undeniable, like, that it's purple. Like, there's nothing there that's questioning whether or not it's purple. Like, if you have a purple strand, I once partook in growing this one plant that was called Mendocino Madness, and this is actually a plant that's
I've
known.
seen that. Yeah,
It's known to be purple.
It's good.
It's known to be purple,
Yes.
but
New to me.
most of these purple plants, they really only thrive outside because they need like everything, like how you guys were talking about earlier about air quality on that. All that has to do with it. It's not just the air quality. It's the soil. It's the amount of lighting it's getting. It's the amount of stress a plant has. It's the durability a plant has. I mean, so many factors go into growing, but at the same time, everyone can grow. It's like everyone thinks it's so complicated to grow.
A 40-ounce and a pot of soil. All you need.
Pretty much. I mean, like there's so many companies now that have kits.
Of course, you need to see.
Yeah, there's so many companies that have kits. It's like everyone should be growing.
Now, have you seen those lockers, the grow lockers, that they do a full-on cycle? You can cycle your whole entire plant within a grow locker. It's like a regular high school locker, and it's foiled up, and there's a light at the top. And at the bottom, at the bottom of the locker, there's like a reservoir for your water and like your hydroponic system. But I've always wanted to get one because it's all smell controlled too.
Oh.
So you can grow as whatever you want, as discreetly as you want.
Yeah.
I've seen some that look like a computer desktops.
Yeah,
I've seen those too. Well, one thing I gotta ask you is pass some peace pipe over there so I can start a little bowl. We can get this 840 going.
Yeah, here you go.
Hey,
Do you want the snake?
No,
you don't
let
know
me
how
get
to
that
hit
peasum pipe real quick.
Okay, here's the piece of pipe. There
Pass
should
some
probably already
peasum
be.
pipe.
There's so. No, let's empty that out. That was some Gorilla Glue from yesterday.
Ooh, Gorilla Glue.
And that's the chemical.
Shout outs to Gorilla Glue.
He's talking about the chemical, not the actual bud.
I know he's talking about the
it's a real
adhesive property.
Have you ever smoked adhesives? Come on, everybody ate paste when
No.
they were in kindergarten. Why wouldn't you?
No.
Oh, hey, you need that over there?
Hook me up.
You need that over there?
Hook me up, son.
Let's see what we got in here.
Give him a red hook. You wanted 3 red
Yeah, I don't like
hooks.
that fucking
You don't like the mango?
shit.
I like it. It says I'm Mexican though.
Good looking on the brew though.
Yeah.
This might be the twisted episode.
All right.
This may turn into the twisted
We'll
episode.
see,
We
we'll
don't
see,
know.
we'll see.
Now, peep technique, man. When you have a peace pipe,
First of all,
a peasum
Jonathan.
pipe,
First of all, cuz don't sweat the technique.
you got to check the technique because there is a technique when you smoke a peace pipe.
Not only that, dude. Hold on. Hold it from. Hit the peace pipe real quick.
Who the hell's nailing crap outside? Like,
Hey man. Anytime's a good time to nail something.
there's no nailing.
I'm about to nail this bowl.
All right. I need you to interview my boy real quick while he's rolling this joint. I personally suck at rolling joints. They're always pregnant. They're always uneven. I like to disguise. I go under the ruse that all my joints are spliffs because I don't know how to roll them. They always end up tapered, and I say, yeah, it's just a spliff. You don't know how to roll.
It's not a split.
Dude, you fucking just rolled like...
He rolled a cigarette. Dude, that's like a prison cigarette right there.
Hold the mic down real quick. What's your technique, bro?
Just so many years of fucking up joints.
Now, mine are always thin at the tips. I can never get that silicone seal that you have going on.
Now, I noticed you didn't put a filter on there.
No filter.
No filter. You gotta rock it
Hashtag
raw.
Hashtag no filter.
And those are raw papers too.
Unbleached raw hemp papers. That's what they are. I like these. I used to smoke whatever papers, but like I said, we said earlier, we're all getting old. I'm starting to cough and hate drinking because I can't handle it no more. Like everything sucks. So you gotta go organic.
Have you guys seen that meme? Drinking at 20? Drinking at 20 and you're running through the beach and shit. Drinking at 27, it's Terrence Howard in a fucking hospital all fucked up with an IV and shit.
That's how it is. You gotta switch stuff up. So this company Raw, they do organic. They do this regular one where they're like brown, but I get the organic unbleached hemp papers because I figured it'd be better for my lungs. But smoke is smoke. it's bad.
You're burning matter into your lungs. It's never good.
That's true, but
It's the risk you take.
you also introduced me to hemp wick. Do you still fuck with the hemp wick?
Every now and then, it's kind of hard to keep buying. It's like that thing that you're like, oh, this is a great idea,
but I have to have a lighter.
Yeah, but then you're like, you got to carry this rope with you, and then everyone's like, what the fuck is that? And you always have to constantly explain yourself. It's just like, you get it once, and it's a good idea, but then after that, you're like, I want it, though.
I recommend it. I recommend it for people trying to smoke res out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's something you need is the hemp wick. Yeah, hemp wick for res. It works really well.
Remember our one of our friends, well, I can say his nickname. No one will ever know. Chemo.
Oh, okay.
You remember Chemo?
Remember Chemo? Shout out to Chemo.
Shout out to Chemo, one of the biggest potheads I ever knew.
Very true.
He was smoking so much res, he had a seizure, and we're thinking it was because of the butane, actually.
My God.
Yeah. Hey, man, times are tough.
Shout out to Chemo.
Shout out to seizures,
what the fuck?
He had a seizure from smoking so much res.
Now was that
assholes?
Now seriously, was that what the doctor told him, or did he just assume, or did you assume?
Well, he got hospitalized for having a seizure, and prior to that, he was smoking res and drinking Budweiser.
Damn, bro.
So,
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? When keeping it real goes wrong.
Exactly.
Shit, dude.
Exactly.
That's just what I heard. I wasn't actually there. That's what I heard. And I've always just been scared to smoke res because of that story. Because I'm like, why am I going to do that? Why am I going to risk getting a seizure?
I like smoking res until my buddy one time told me that it's like a hollow high. And I completely got what he was saying. I was like, I understand that. And then, like, ever since then, res hasn't... It's a placebo, bro. It's all in your mind. Like,
it's the smoking of it.
It's the ritual of smoking that I think gets some people high.
Honestly, sometimes when I'm out there and I'm blazing it up, I just kind of like to smoke, and I'm not gonna smoke a cigarette because that's fucking nasty. I'm not gonna fucking mod because that's even worse. You fucking just burn chemicals up, man. You don't even know what the fuck. So, smoking weed is probably gonna be the best. Sometimes though, I do get caught up with smoking wax like I would smoke weed, and that's never good because you're not supposed to smoke wax like that, man.
That's true.
But
you're also a wax Nazi.
I am not a wax Nazi. Pass me that joint, and I'll show you how much of a wax Nazi I am, man.
I know. Do you encounter people that who are extreme potheads that don't smoke weed anymore because they're wax heads now and they look down on weed?
Honestly, man, I try to associate myself with the least amount of potheads because, like I said, I've been smoking weed like since I was 13. Mm-hmm. So it gets kind of annoying to me when I meet potheads and all they ever want to talk about is bud. You know, like I've been doing this shit like since way long ago. Like I don't care for your fucking dabs or where the best shop is. Like I just get this shit from a guy and I move on. You know, like. That's why I don't dab, because I'm like, it's just too much. Like, if I was going to do that, I'd just smoke crack. I'm pretty sure crack feels a lot better than weed, you know? And it's like, I would just do that. It just seems like too much work. The reason why I smoked weed is because it's just so easy. Like, I just rolled a joint in, like, fucking 10, 15 minutes. And that you know,
you just said it was easy. You rolled a joint in 10 minutes.
Well, because we're pre-gaming it, you know?
The irony of that last statement is you're on a podcast.
What I'm saying is like the dab, it just seems like too much. I got to carry a fucking rod with me.
Yeah, that's
and
the
some
840.
capsule that looks like it has fucking earwax in it.
A lot of people honestly think that you're smoking meth sometimes. That don't know what wax is. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, lighting that torch and trying to fucking heat up a nail and fucking all that shit. It looks worse than it is, but if you really think about it, you just drank a Coke that's concentrated sugar. It's the same fucking process.
Hey man, don't point that shit out to me. It's the drugs that you're taking that pisses me off.
It's essentially the same process, or they're just refining the shit out of the chemicals.
Speaking about the same process, dude. We roll joints, we roll blunts, we smoke bongs, we smoke panpipes here at the 840. And the most common thing that happens is you never pass that joint. I
was telling a story No, I was listening to a story. This is the 840 review.
There's your review right there. No, wait. What are we smoking right here? What'd you roll?
This is the Platinum OG, right? No, but look, man, the way I feel about it is I'm not against oils or dabbing or any of that. It sounds like a lot of fun. It's just, I think it's one of those things, kind of like, probably how like smokers before e-cigs came out, like the ones that didn't get hooked on e-cigs, how they're like, fuck that, that's stupid. I'm just gonna smoke a cigarette. You know, that's how I feel about dabs and oils.
Yeah, but I've also known people that were heavy, like pack-a-day smokers that moved on to e-cigs and then they cut down immensely, dude.
Yeah.
Well, to comment on that, when the e-cig and shit came out, and I had the G Pen, the original G Pens that looked like one of those blue lights or whatever they are.
Yeah.
I would be at fucking work and walking around with that shit dabbing, and nobody would know because at first e-cigarettes wasn't illegal to have them indoors. You could smoke them indoors.
Yeah. And now they started cracking down on that shit.
Because it's the same shit. You're still blowing out. You're still secondhand smoking nicotine when that shit comes out.
Give me 1 second, dude. Is it the unbleached raw paper that makes that joint taste so fucking good?
A little bit of everything. I think the weed.
Good. Cause what are you feeling on that joint?
Well, we're about
Do you taste
this much into it. No, that much. My math is off.
We're about this much into it.
We're about that.
Oh, don't, dude.
Ball to shaft ratio, dude.
We're about at a semi-chub.
ratio.
We're at a semi-chub right now.
Ball to shaft ratio. We're about 3 fingers.
I'm about
on the grip.
with trying to answer your question there.
Yes.
I can't give it an accurate assessment because I'm only halfway into
First
it.
impression.
A quarter way into it. But first impressions, I feel like I'm gonna sink into this couch in about 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
We got a joint number 2.
I know.
We're trying to work out a concept here on the 840. Call it Battle Buds. Shout out to
StreamThing.
But our version of Battle Buds is the buds are gonna battle and to see who gets us.
We kind of have a wax battle, but at the end of the day, we all stuck to our own waxes.
That was kind of hard though, because it was a rock paper scissors situation where I couldn't make up my mind of what got me so fucked up.
But we also were just smoking dab the entire time.
Hey, shout out to Rudy, man.
Shout out to Rudy at Defect 2012 on
Check him
Instagram.
out. This is Suffering.
This is Suffering is actually shooting a music video pretty soon. That's going to be insane. You guys show up, get rowdy, get on that fucking video.
RSVP. They have the.
Are those guys really famous? Like, are they famous?
So This is Suffering is a
pretty big.
They're a touring band.
They're good.
Well,
dude.
that's known. Yes. We'll go ahead and agree.
Rudy Klug, gave me the old DL on the new shit.
Yeah. We heard it, dude.
Listen to the rough cut, dude. That shit is
So This is
fucking
Suffering.
fire.
Fuck with it.
Fuck with it.
I started listening to that episode, but I didn't finish it. But I'll finish it. Does he show the music at the end of it? No? I gotta check it out myself.
Yeah, go check them out. So This is Suffering on Facebook, Instagram, all that shit.
Instagram, Defect 2012.
Defect.
On Instagram, dude. Fuck with Rudy. It's my boy right
there. First time I saw that guy, he was in that band with
They might have played your house here.
No, it was that something like what is it?
It was
at Battle of the Bands, man.
It was These Final Hours, man.
No, before that, he was with that dude's brother, the Warner's Rodney's brother.
Jason? Prevalent Reaping?
Manic.
Manic?
What's the
Manic.
It was Manic,
Manic,
dude. Manic.
I remember that.
I remember Manic, dude.
I remember that shit.
That was a badass fucking metal band, dude.
Fish, what'd you think about the old school Fontana backyard show scene?
You were actually involved in that too.
Hosted a couple shows.
Yeah, man. It was man. I try to explain it to kids these days, because I got little sisters and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like their idea of fun is like going to like Knott's or something, you know, which is it's fun,
Yeah,
it's
that's
innocent fun, you know.
It's cool
but,
if you have money.
yeah, but I mean, we're all like just crazy. I mean, even if we had
didn't have money.
but even if we did, we would have
didn't have
spent it at a backyard show.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like we wouldn't.
We had
you know,
backyard
wouldn't have
show
gone.
money.
Yeah,
we would throw it together and buy amps and fucking
Yeah.
microphones and guitars and shit,
Someone
try to
else steal
entertain
something.
each other.
Yeah.
That movement was so crazy, man. I wouldn't. Even though there's so many crazy moments that I wish wouldn't have happened, if I had to do it again, I'd do it all over the same way, all over again.
Hell yeah.
Every time. I mean, I have no regrets about that youth, man. That youth was probably one of the best youths I could have picked for my
It
for
suited,
my way
it
of
suited
thinking,
you, yeah.
know?
It suited
for
you.
my way of
I
thinking.
felt like it suited me too. Like the fact of the matter is that it was a bunch of kids in a town that just got together and tried to entertain each other. Period.
That was it.
You any 5 dudes, any 4 dudes, any 3 dudes could just sit there and start a band. Any 3 people, there was chicks in the bands too. They just would start bands and you'd get on these backyard shows and work your way from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Do you guys ever did you ever make flyers in the fucking high school library and get busted because it was BYOB? Because it was BYOB on the flyer.
Oh my God.
My brother used to actually make a lot of flyers.
The good old days,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. His brother actually made the flyer for my party, man.
Oh yeah, what was on the flyer?
It was, I think the dude was blowing his head off, and he was hanging himself at the same time, which was pretty fucking creative.
I played that show.
You know what I mean? Like the dude, you know, it was like a double whammy, dude.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
this dude was giving it to himself, you know, just hard, not in a sexual way.
I remember seeing that dude sketch of that shit. I was like, here, check this out. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he just finished it off and then gave it to you.
And it's funny that you bring that up, man, because I remember that, and I'm gonna have my friend that's really good at drawing. You wouldn't mind. Shout out to Pachex, man. Check that dude's shit out.
Is he on
I'll
Instagram?
bring out his Instagram and I'll give it
What's
to you.
his Instagram?
I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, but he has one, and that dude's sick, man. He's a good artist.
Yeah, this dude, shit you showed me the other day.
Yeah, that guy's
Insane,
killer,
dude.
man.
Insane.
He's gonna redo that image for me for my next show that I have.
Fuck
Yeah,
him.
he's gonna redo that image, man.
I just
So
want to get
I'm
that and then
pretty
show that to my
excited.
brother. And
Yeah, and
about it.
he got along with that guy. They recently met.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
They were
so
right now.
it's gonna
That's the
be
peace
fun,
sign.
man. That's gonna be fun.
And some of that weed in there.
I'm gonna learn how to throw tomahawks, dude.
Yeah, fuck. Hit this peace pipe. This is Fish's peace pipe here.
Yeah, that shit's badass.
I fucking love me a piece of pipe.
Decent pie. I dropped the weed when I picked it up. I'm sorry, you guys. Sorry. Were you just gonna hit
Look how finely that grinds it up.
Oh shit! Hey, man.
I'm telling you, scissors.
That's a good idea.
And a
Cause,
shot
show
glass.
Cause that. Look at that. Look at that breaking up method.
No, that's fine.
That's like
Boom.
perfect.
That's perfect.
That's fine china.
It has some
Hey.
solid pieces, you know, so it isn't all.
That's fine china.
KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. That's his life lesson right there. You guys need to realize that shit. I did not. I don't know. I was skeptical.
Hold on. I would be a dick to not give a shout out to who brought this back for me, because we were
Okay.
talking about it. I went to a bachelor party recently, and this guy, coolest dude. I'm not gonna give his real name because I don't know if he wants it out there, but dude is awesome, man. He's like a mountain man, has a beard, long haired, you know.
Gnarly dude.
Dude's gnarly, man, and he takes tinctures. He delivers tinctures from his shop out in like up north, down here, you know, to the IE. He'll go to Washington or whatever. He just delivers tinctures,
Good old Washington.
edibles, concentrates. You know, that's what he dedicates his life to, man. And I'm like, damn, that's awesome. Like, he made me feel, man, like I should just quit everything and just go into that industry.
And just try something.
Yeah.
How bad do you want to do that?
I think about it every day. I like American Beauty style, dude. Like, just screw everything and just do what you want to
Put
do.
everything you have into something.
Yeah.
Empty your fucking bank accounts, extend all
That's
your credit
perfect.
lines just to get to your fucking place.
Shout out to him, because he still does this. And I told him, dude, I used to do that, because we were talking about it.
Oh.
And then in Havasu, we didn't have a grinder.
Yeah.
So we had scissors and a shot glass.
You
so
guys went back to the
we went back, dude, to the roots, and this dude was like, dude, this is awesome. Like, I know, like, why didn't we keep doing this? Because I used to do it on a bowl. It was like a little bowl, though. It was just crazy, though. Like, yeah, shout out to that guy, though, man. That guy, he made me feel like my direction in life is not where I should be going, man. I should be heading in a different path. There's money out there for the medical marijuana industry, and like to be afraid of it or to even say
don't fucking be afraid. Be an advocate. Don't fucking stop perpetuating the stigma.
Yeah, you have to step out of that shit. You gotta fucking.
That shit pisses
It's a
me
real
off,
thing. Dude. Everybody fucking smokes. It's ridiculous how many people smoke.
It's actually redonkulous.
It's like people you would never expect. They fucking hit that shit.
Yeah. Or they're fucking popping prescription pills, which is just. I've seen the effects.
Yeah, and it's a little easier.
I felt them. I've literally felt them. Like, and it wasn't.
Now, what were you taking?
It wasn't even strong shit. It was like stuff that they normally give people with back injuries, like minor back injuries. But I was getting higher doses of the medication. I was getting like tramadol and
tramadol. That shit's fucking. I took that once. I took that once just to fuck around. Like, oh, let me get one of those, bro. I'll do it. I was like, no. Why did I do that? No, this is fucking.
Dude, it's like.
This is numbing. This is too much. No, I don't like this. Bro.
I'll tell you exactly what it did, dude. It alleviated my pain for like.
Oh, they.
Anything. Like, I forgot which one's like Nabutone or something like that. I took like another one that was called that. There was like a bunch of other ones. There were like little muscle relaxers and painkillers, but it was a lot of them. Like they had me on like 8 of them, and I was actually taking them to see if like it would hurt or like help, because my back really did fucking hurt, and they did help, dude. But then it became like I had to take more of them. And then, like, after that, like, I was gaining weight, dude, and, like getting depressed. Like, I had never been depressed in my life, dude. Like, ever.
Honestly, though, when I did take that tramadol, I was like, all right, so if I ever get hurt again, that's not what I'm going to take.
Mm-hmm.
Never,
For sure. I put that on the, no, fuck that. No, thank you.
I say any pills, man. I say with pills, like, think about how long humans went without a pharmacy around. You know what I mean? Like,
they were chewing on goddamn. They were chewing on leaves and stems.
They did, but
shit.
what I mean by that is like take the ones that obviously, take the ones that are obviously good for you, like penicillin or like certain antibiotics. Well, I'm down with that.
Another thing too, like you fucking, they would smoke shit medically. They used to smoke tobacco medically before they had like turpentine and shit in it, like the weed
and weed,
sage smoke. They would fill their whole tent with sage smoke. They would hotbox their whole fucking tent with that fucking little thing that.
Once again, they only lived to about 28 years old.
But there was fucking cougars and goddamn lions and tigers and bears.
It wasn't. Shouldn't we look for another, even with stuff that is a problem now, I don't have a problem with, because there's some people that they are like schizophrenic or bipolar, and they do need like, you know, Seroquel or fucking like Xanax or something, and they really do need that. Like that helps their body make like the chemicals that their body needs to feel normal. Yeah. You know, so like
chemical imbalances, they're real shit.
That's real shit, man. It's real shit, man, and if I'm an advocate in fixing that, but it's like we shouldn't be over prescribing this shit. We shouldn't be thinking that everyone's in that same category.
It's too easy. It's way too easy to just prescribe somebody something because they're saying, oh, I'm fucking, and it's just somebody trying to get high. They don't necessarily
there are mental disorders that.
Yeah, there is, but. Somebody out because you can, under the guise of, hey, you're discriminating against me because I have this disorder and you don't want to give me the drugs I need.
Yeah.
And it's just them trying to get high. That does happen a lot.
That happens a lot. And that happens a lot. doctors with sugar babies.
They're
that
the
feed
doctors.
that shit.
Yeah, man, and it's up to them to fucking keep that shit under control, man.
But there is legitimate people. There are people with legitimate like anxiety disorders and stuff,
Yeah.
but they also live very unhealthy lifestyles.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe like
And hey,
walking,
man,
hiking, maybe all that,
Well-
maybe eating better, maybe that's gonna change your mindset. Maybe that's gonna help.
maybe
you
a
get
dog.
Honestly,
Maybe a dog. You know, petting a
Oh,
dog.
dude, I got a dog.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
motherfucker keeps me happy.
You know what I'm saying though? Like
No.
get a cat.
Honestly,
fish or something.
though, dude, that has to
No
do
cats.
with the depression,
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Like, and some people do when they get fucking depressed, like they get wrecked. Like
So-
their way of thinking is not like anyone that you might think of. You know, like their shit is like fuck. Like what they're thinking on a day-to-day basis, dude, is like shit that we wouldn't think on our worst days. You know what I mean? Like.
I feel
Like
you.
they're
on that. I
thinking
feel
that
Yeah.
shit every day, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like it wrecks them, dude.
Mhm.
And it starts to make them act crazy and like just be
So-
someone that they're not. You
So
know?
where do you guys stand on the whole gimmick of addiction being a disease?
Here's an interesting fact about, like, I always thought addiction was hereditary
Uh huh.
until I used to smoke cigarettes. I believe I was addicted to cigarettes.
Same here.
And my mom was addicted to cigarettes. My
Oh.
dad was a heavy alcoholic. You guys know.
Yeah.
One day my mom up and quit cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
One day my dad up and quit alcohol. Cold turkey, got over it. And then I was like, I was thinking, if my mom and dad, the people who made me, can easily get over something like the crippling disorders, the crippling addictions they had,
Yeah.
what the fuck's stopping me? So I fucking just gave it up one day cold turkey.
I had kind of like an epiphany moment with cigarettes where I turned 18 and I
Can
was
you
like,
hold that stop for a second for me? We ran out of battery.
oh, well,
But it's all good.
this is
You
my
guys-
Good going.
don't
Good
take
going.
my binky, man.
Ready?
This is my pacifier.
So you were addicted to cigarettes?
So yeah, so when I hit 18, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do all the shit that you do when you're 18. Fucking strip club,
Fuck guys.
fuck guys, go to the fucking buy cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fuck guys.
Not anymore, at least.
Not anymore. Only when you turn 18, you gotta try.
You gotta try.
All right,
You gotta try it once.
This is sorry to cut you off, but this is element paper. This is rice paper, ultra thin rice paper.
Ooh.
It's earth, wind, and fire paper. Well, so I did all the shit, you know, the normal shit you do when you turn 18, buying cigarettes and all that shit. So
For the first time.
I started seeing myself smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, I felt the same way when I turned 21. I'm like, I'm gonna be an alcoholic.
I'm
I was already an alcoholic.
buy
before.
that beer, but I saw myself smoking cigarettes and not just like to hang out and go to a party. Like I would just like wake up and be like, nah, fuck it. But then I started like sitting there and like really thinking about the way it was making me feel, and it started to feel real shitty. Like I just like I didn't like the fucking
That's how I
the
felt. man.
lightheadedness and shit like that, and then the way my mouth would feel after it. But then I really started to think like, okay, why am I smoking though? Only because I like the
It's
actual
the ritual of
the
smoking.
ritual
dude, I'm
of
telling you.
smoking.
Sorry about that, you guys.
That was Geronimo right there, and he smokes too.
Dude, no,
Well, I wanted to get to what you were saying. You just up and quit on me, or what? You
Well,
said
I
you
was
had the
sitting there and I
epiphany.
was like, you know what? If I'm gonna smoke, and I was already smoking weed at the time. If I'm gonna smoke, I'm gonna do something that isn't gonna hurt me as bad. And I weighed the risks to like, you know, I put the scale on each one, and I just one day was like, fuck, I'm not gonna buy cigarettes anymore.
Yeah.
And I just put them aside, and I wasn't smoking weed as much as I do now. Back in the day, because I was like more active and like skating around and shit like that.
Yeah.
But just one day it was just like, you know what? I don't smoke cigarettes. They're fucking gross.
Yeah.
And it in my head it just turned into cigarettes are gross, and I never smoked again.
Pretty
And
much, yeah.
I would smoke like fucking cigars and shit.
Ew.
Yeah, like I was
Black
like,
Milds and shit?
no, not Black and Mild, like cigars.
You for sure smoked the shit out of a joint. I know that for sure.
I only took 2 puffs, man. I barely even hit the. So like, yeah, dude, like I would smoke full on cigars, like them big big ones, and then toward the end of my smoking career, the singer of my band, he'd smoke these like dirt bag ass cigars, like they're like in a bag, like a fucking like a foil bag.
Were they the roll your own?
No. It looked like roll your own, but they were already something like that. Yeah. Yeah. So like the backwood fucking nasty cigars, and I would smoke them and be just like, this is fucking gross, man. There it is. These ones right here. These
You called me a dirtbag right now.
I'm sorry, but these will make you quit. These will make you quit fucking smoking right now.
I love those.
They're good.
You smoke cigarettes, Rich?
Yeah, I've tried to quit before. But then like I kind of have this mentality with everything where like I don't try to feel guilt for anything that I do. Like with my idea with like addiction, that because it kind of all ties in, because you guys were asking about addiction. It's like I don't feel like I can get addicted to anything, but I know I've gotten addicted to stuff. But the things I've gotten addicted to have been the things that I've like you wouldn't think. It was like food and cigarettes. Like cigarettes are addicting, man.
So is food.
Yeah, and so is food. But everything else that I've done, like any other substance that I've taken, like I'll go on little binges with them, like on certain ones, you know. But it's like I won't ever get addicted to something.
Fucking coffee's addicting.
Yeah.
There's stores dedicated to coffee. Why can't there be stores dedicated to weed? Give me a hallelujah.
Hallelujah. No, it's real. It's true. It's true. Because what ends up happening is like if you make yourself think that you're like incapable of doing something, it's gonna happen. The mentality that I have with cigarettes, though, it's like as long as I don't do them all the time, you'll be good, man. Like you shouldn't do them at all, but it's like I actually do enjoy it. Like I enjoy a cigarette. I enjoy tobacco, and when I do smoke now, I actually try to smoke like quality tobacco. Like I'll buy cigarettes that are like $10.
Like backwoods.
Yeah.
Well, that's cigars. Cigars, I'll go pretty low. I'll go like Black and Mild on a cigar. Yeah, because cigars you don't inhale.
You ever roll a blunt out of a Black and Mild?
I roll.
No.
Spliffed it.
I have, yeah,
you
but I don't recommend it.
You can spliff a Black and Mild and it tastes like shit, but you can do it.
What I do now is I get these blunts called Acid. It's from an actual cigar company that makes cigars, and it's called Acid, the company. And they have these these cheap cigars now, where they're like the dollar ones, and you can split them up, you know, and roll them. But it's cool because it's like whole leaf tobacco, but you don't like them because you don't like tobacco and stuff. But I like them.
I just stared out the fucking door for
I smoked an acid and I really didn't dig it. So like when I smoked those acid wraps, I was not digging it because I didn't dig the acid I smoked before. It was just.
We should probably stop saying this.
Why?
It's like we smoked the acid.
It's an acid cigar. It's an acid cigar.
Cigars, yeah.
It was an acid blunt.
But it's some fucking marketers trying to be clever.
Yeah, right?
Hey, bro, let's go smoke some acid so you can feel cool. Drugs aren't cool, man. Fucking hard drugs are not cool.
I never smoked acid, but maybe one day.
Hard drugs
one
ain't
day
cool.
towards the end of the road.
Look at fucking people that do hard drugs.
Towards the end of the road, yeah, maybe.
He's saying he'd do it. He would do it.
Oh, dude, life or death situation, last man on earth situation. You're gonna see me at 60 looking at a heroin needle like, maybe.
Are you for sure, man?
No, well, like
I think it would be scarier the older you get. Like you can't even fucking handle yourself.
Well, think about.
Sober, you
but
know?
see, here's the
You're
thing,
like
though.
shitting yourself.
But here's the thing, though. You're the last man on earth.
Very true. No, not last man on earth.
Well, you're the last man on earth. The world's about to end. You're gonna die. You know you have terminal cancer. I mean, fuck, dude.
Like that's
what the fuck? There's a reason why it's the fucking #1 selling drug in fucking ever. You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason people ruin.
But I'm not saying that I'm like, hell yeah, let's fucking light up them fucking needles. Fuck that bullshit. Hard drugs are bullshit.
Yeah, they are.
If you've ever seen an HBO special, a motherfucker doing hard drugs, You're gonna be sick to your stomach because it's a fucking horror show, dude.
It is, dude. But like, I don't know, man.
Well,
Like that's what how. But you guys were talking about like prescription pills. That was the time where I was like chewing like Norcos and Vicodin.
And then you don't notice. So what, I guess my question would be, do you think that addiction is a disease or a mental disorder? Because I can tell you right now.
Do you think it's a mental disorder?
I would say it's a little bit of both. Not a disease, but like I would say you make it like a bad habit. Like it's like
What do you mean by the word disease? Though?
It's not even
that's
a
what
disease.
I'm saying.
Yeah, like
I
that's
don't
a
know
stupid
if
word. I don't think it's a disease. What I think it is, it's like. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone that
This is an open discussion.
Recovering
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, no, but it's like in my mind, it's like that's just something that I think people make up, man, to kind of like make like a front to like get better, which is cool because it is like kind of like for them so that they can get better, so that they can at least put themselves in a perspective where they weren't monsters, like what they did.
Which is what a lot of people do, man.
Exactly, because like that shit wrecks you, man. When you're on drugs and you're doing bad stuff and you come to your senses, I mean, it fucks you up pretty bad,
But like
hard drugs are bullshit.
The state of mind that you're in at that position is like all your intentions are, you see a legitimate excuse for everything you do. Like it's justified in your mind. Is what I'm saying.
And hard drugs, man.
That's
A
like
lot of people don't really understand what really is a hard drug. Pills are hard drugs.
Pills are pretty fucking rough.
Pills,
I don't like
pills
taking
are
them,
hard fucking
dude,
drugs.
because like
too,
with
man.
the painkillers, dude, you get lethargic.
Yeah.
Like nasty. That's why you gain
That
weight.
fucks with your liver, dude.
Dude, and it fucks with you.
It fucks with your liver hardcore.
It's gnarly, dude. So like, it was a hard kind of weaning off painkillers. Like with cigarettes, it was purely a state of mind. And you said that you like to smoke higher quality or whatever. Like when we used to smoke, like because me and you used to smoke like
Newports.
No Newports, none of that. when we would smoke cloves, like
yeah, those are good.
The Dijerums,
yeah, those are good.
That would be me enjoying smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Whereas before
Flavor
it was just a
and
ritual.
stuff like that.
It was like I was smoking longs. Let's get longs because I'm sitting here smoking this for an even longer time. I like this. This is me right here. I dig this. But when I'd smoke a Dijerum, it feel like this was like I earned this one.
Yeah. And like I said, dude, I would smoke cigars, like full blown ass cigars and shit like that. So like I think I spent like $15 on a cigar once. Just to try it out.
That's probably not even a lot.
I spent like $55 on a cigar.
So I feel like a dirt bag on a $15 cigar.
They're really good, man. Like with me, with the way I look at everything, like I said, I try to look at it like I shouldn't have guilt for it, because if not, then why am I doing it, And then like when I do that, like it kind of puts everything in a perspective of like, why am I gonna like be so anal about almost everything, like tobacco, dude, it's been a ritual for civilizations for years,
Yeah.
I mean for a bunch of years, as long as weed probably, and it's just a way to kind of like, I don't know, like relax, man. It's like a
there is a high you get off of a cigar because you're smoking so much.
And not only that, like the stuff you're thinking, or at least with me, like the stuff I'm thinking when I'm smoking like a cigar or a cigarette, it's crazy because it's like a little time that you have where you're just like smoking, like you're just focused on the smoking. Mm-hmm. You can probably do it with breathing too, but it's just the act of doing it is like cool to me. Like I like it. Like I don't know why. Like it's just something that I like.
You also started doing something more that you like, and you're seeing the benefits of it, and it's healthy. It's not deteriorating. It is deteriorating. It's taxing physically. Mm-hmm. We've been doing jiu-jitsu recently, dude. What is your outlook on that, and how has it helped you in life?
It's crazy, man. It actually makes me want to stop smoking cigarettes and like tobacco and doing all sorts of bad shit. Because I want to get better at it and shit. It started off just as like a way to kind of like lose weight or like just kind of chill with like my friends.
Have you lost any weight?
I've lost a lot of weight. Yeah, I've lost like close to like 65 pounds in like a matter of like
You're in this.
Since January. Yeah, since January and shit. So it's been crazy, man. It's been fun. But I'm very lazy though. I gotta keep looking up like techniques and stuff. I don't do that enough. And then I don't know what anything's called. I'm just kind of blindly going through it, but it's fun.
Hey, make your way through.
Hey guys, I had to put it out there, man. The books of knowledge are only with the teachers. You guys gotta get yourself a teacher if you want to learn.
Oh, this guy, man, he's been a great teacher, man, and this guy and my cousins. I'm not gonna say I completely don't know anything.
No.
I'm just saying, like, I don't hold the knowledge like everyone else does.
It's different when you're learning from a black belt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, most definitely. We train with a purple belt with my cousins.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun, man. That he's so fun to roll with, and he's small, man. He's like 155. I mean, he kicks all our asses.
Can I just say right now, my master's a black belt.
Oh yeah, and I bet he's better than him.
It's not fun.
Yeah, I bet he's.
It's funny because the class is laughing at me because he loves to give it to me too. It's funny because because I'm in there to take it. Like I want to see. I want to see how far I can handle some of these chokes, some of these submissions.
Oh yeah.
These wrist locks he throws on me, and he likes to see that in me, so he'll fucking take me there. I'll be like, all right, come on, dude, take me there.
Drown me.
I want to see if I can swim.
Yeah.
And he'll take me there, but he'll look at me and he'll be laughing in my face. Dude, he does like the Japanese jiu-jitsu where it's like bone breaking shit.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And we're up in Washington and he's running a seminar and I got the opportunity to go with him. And he's all like, I'm gonna show some fucking Japanese jiu-jitsu. So he has my friend Danny, and he's a purple belt.
Yeah.
He goes, all right, Danny, throw a punch at me. And I've been there too, and I'm seeing my friend Danny throw the punch, and he goes into this sequence where it looks like he gets your wrist, and he's like stepping around. He rolls you over, and you're literally flopping around like a fucking fish. And it doesn't look real. Have you seen those like fucking self-defense videos on YouTube or like
where the guy's using the energy?
Yeah, where he's like, oh. My coach does that shit to me. And dude, and like fuck, it is the most excruciating fucking wrist pain ever, dude. Like he did it to me over here one time. I threw a punch and he was showing the kids how to do it, and the kids love it. The kids love to see me get beat up, and like, because I like sell the faces for them sometimes.
Nice.
Especially because they need to see what, like, this is what it's supposed to look like when you're doing these chokes. They're supposed to look like that. They're supposed to cough. They're supposed to, you know, this is. I try to bring like an element of realness to it because, fuck, man, you never know when you're gonna need that shit to defend yourself. You know what I mean? You really don't. So like, he throws this shit, and I did fucking like 3 backflips, and all he had was like a pinky grip on my wrist like this. And so you do this, and he looks down at me, and he's like, "You see that face he's making?" They're like, "No." And he goes, and you hear me, "Ah, you see that face he's making?" I'm like, "Yes, please." That's a little too much.
That's crazy.
So you guys need to feel what that's like to build a bond with a master too, because like you really gotta, because you're expressing your own jiu-jitsu the only way that you know how, and he's just kind of showing you the right ways to do things, but in the end it's pretty much you. He's just gonna help you be a better you. Basically, it's like a hard relationship to describe though, for real.
No, but I can see where
you're
coming from.
Shout out to my master.
I get it, man.
I see where you're coming from. I feel that.
No, and I eventually want to like join like actual gym and stuff. It's just I have to get some money in order and shit, and then once I do, then it'll be I'm gonna go to a gym for sure. Yeah, maybe one nearby and stuff. Yeah. And then boxing gym too. I want to go to a boxing
gym.
Yeah. No, but it's been fun, man. All that stuff. It's like
your dad. Your dad was us with boxing.
Yeah.
I mean, your dad Your dad was our coach for boxing.
Pretty much, yeah.
I learned a lot of boxing from him, like
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. He knows his shit. He knows his shit. And he fucking watches MMA, dude, which is cool. He's like really into it, but he's always like fucking pointing out boxing errors and shit.
Yeah, he's good, man.
He's always on that shit.
So, what was your dad's I guess like time in boxing? Did he fight? Did he?
Yeah, it's 1988 Golden Gloves, Kansas, Oklahoma.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude, he's
Legit.
He's pretty legit.
And we
forgot what
didn't
his
even
record
rate.
was.
We didn't even rate the weeds.
But that's hey, man, we're still. Is this joint number 2?
Yeah, that was joint number 2.
Damn.
We just
Damn,
mixed it.
son. Well,
I was for sure this was like, I don't know.
Oh man.
so on a lighter note, man, I gotta comment about some of this stuff here in Fish's room. Fish's
Oh yeah.
man
There's a lot of
cave.
shit here. There's a lot of shit.
I gotta grab this thing right here. Hold this real quick.
Hold on. Don't break anything, Con.
Yeah, don't break it.
You know. He knows. As I commented before, Con is a hell of a collection himself. Now,
Right
what's that?
there. That is the
That's a
Mattel
hoverboard.
hoverboard, man. This shit right. Hey yo, this shit right here.
Yeah.
This shit right here is fire,
You gonna
dude.
draw knowledge right now?
Actually, they were showing up on AMC. They were doing a Back to the Future marathon. They showed it for like 2 days, so I got to see all 3 of them. Look at that beautiful thing. Dang, bro. Look at it. It's a Mattel hoverboard, baby.
Yeah.
That's
Dang.
pretty sick.
So where did you acquire this fish?
I got that from a loot crate.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You frequent the Loot Crate, man?
I got like a year subscription about a year ago. It's been pretty badass. They gave me a lot of cool stuff.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a lot of shit here.
Kray's comment on some of that shit right up there that I'm seeing.
You got some good Spawn figures. They are
Yeah.
figures. They're not toys, you guys. You guys need to realize that they're not toys.
Spawn figures are figures. They do not move.
Yeah.
They're meant to be in the package.
They're meant to be on display.
Yeah.
This
Look.
this
Trevor,
right
this
here,
is
dude.
awesome.
I love this thing right here.
What is that?
Bam. That's the Dead Rising 2 makeshift weapons, baby.
You a fan of Dead Rising?
It's a pen.
I played that was actually the first game I ever got all the trophies for.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're all about that life.
Nice.
Yeah. So it holds a special place in Cosmo's heart right here.
It's also Mala Sangre. What is that, album? That's
Yeah, that was a vinyl.
a vinyl.
Yeah. They're pretty cool, man. That band was awesome.
Hit me with the read on that, Hillary Clinton.
Clinton, Schumer, and Bloomberg are one election away from taking your gun. And the faces they have, they're always ridiculous.
Let's try and
That's a NRA.
let's try and recreate those faces. I got the dude on the far right.
On my far right?
I'm Clinton. I'm Hillary
Hey,
Clinton.
Hillary
All right.
What the fuck is that? Why do you even have that printed out and put on your wall?
Because that's
so
fucking
rad.
hilarious, dude.
That's so
Because I
rad.
have guns everywhere.
That's true.
Oh man.
Oh man, this is hilarious. You want to show? You should show that. You should take that off and show that. It's just tape.
It's the Three Stooges over here,
This
man.
is
Yeah, it really
ridiculous.
is Three Stooges.
This is an NRA advertisement. Yeah, and this is what it says.
Oh, this guy's face.
That's good stuff. No, but I don't know, man. It's that thing has been cool, and it's been awesome because it's like almost changed my whole life.
Jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu, yeah, and just getting healthy. Period.
Yeah.
It's changed my whole life.
Oh, you're drinking kale shakes and shit?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Now, you're doing jiu-jitsu.
You need to get yourself some acai and shit.
Have you started your acai protein shake egg whites regiment, dude?
Watermelon.
Is that?
It's like common jujitsu.
It's common jujitsu diet, dude.
No, I keep it pretty simple. I'll do like kale and spinach. I eat a lot of kale and spinach. That's about it. And then I'll eat meat and
Dude, you fucking had some shark here the other day?
yeah.
What?
Some shark.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Some shark meat?
Yeah, man.
Shark.
Some
dude.
shark.
What was
from,
it? Was it just
I
regular
don't know what type of shark. It's but it was from San Felipe. That was good, man.
It was
that
like in
shark's
green-
really
green-
good.
green sauce?
Yeah, you just put like butter on a piece of aluminum foil.
Mhm.
You kind of wrap a piece of fish in there with butter,
Fuck with that.
and you season it, and then you throw onions, bell peppers, and then like whatever chili you want, and then you just wrap up the little aluminum foil, and then you get like a big skillet pan, but with like a top to it, and then you just like let them cook like that, man. It comes out bomb. That shark came out bomb.
That shit was.
Yeah, it was really good.
I don't like I like salmon. I fuck with salmon. I really don't like catfish, but I don't know. Having to deal with the bones inside.
That's
really
funny. I love catfish.
I hate
Yeah, I like all type of
I
fish.
just hate it's hard to deal with. All the
All
fucking
type
meat
of
bones.
fish tastes the same to me, kind of like it all kind of just tastes a little different.
Do you like
but it's
shrimp?
Yeah,
I
I like
love
every
me some
type
shrimp,
of fish.
dude.
Yeah, I like every.
Bottom
Or,
feeder.
no, well, that's not even a fish, but yeah, I like all type of seafood. It's good, man. It's good for you too. Well, not all of it, but
Yeah.
you know, some of it. Some of it has like radiation from Japan. So.
That's very true.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout out to Japan for polluting the ocean.
No, it's not their fault.
It's our fault, man. We fucked them over, man.
Something happened over there, man. Something
Yeah.
happened. Like that place is like it seems like they can't get away from like radiation
Or disaster.
or disaster. Yeah, like it sucks. You think it's like cursed? Do you believe in curses?
We were talking about curses yesterday. This podcast is about stuff. Subscribe to Mr.StreamThing for the weekly, daily madness. Yeah, I don't know. We really didn't get to anything like about about curses and stuff. Like I don't know. I don't know, dude. If you believe in ghosts and shit, you believe in ghosts, or you believe in overactive imagination?
I believe in. It's gonna sound conspiracy
We're gonna
theories.
take a weird turn right now.
Let's take this shit down.
Please
Is it
don't.
8:40?
Give me something.
Please
Give me
don't.
something to take this conversation down this rabbit hole.
I'll figure something out.
Crazy in the booth. You got
I'll figure something out.
So there has to be, because I was thinking about like the fucking like thoughts, like thoughts in general in your brain. There's like an energy that nobody can really. I don't know. Is it explained? If I'm missing something, email me. Email me. Email me. Email me at the 840review@gmail.com. But anyways, so the fucking electricity and shit in your body and all that shit, it's got to be coming from somewhere. Thoughts and speech and shit like that. That's another thing that like is just fucking strange to me. Like how people communicate.
What about like coincidences when you're like thinking of the same thing? Like it's like when we fucking 8:40
Yeah.
and we kind of like you know what I'm talking about.
Hey,
No,
bro,
like,
I
so-
get you. I get you.
Where you like mind meld and shit.
Yeah.
You guys think of the same shit. Like
Yeah.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, like there's a definitely an energy within everybody, without trying to sound hippie-ish, but like realistically, scientifically, there has to be. Like the energy that I use on a daily basis, if you were to describe it like a car, it'd be like throwing coal into a steam fire, a steam engine.
Steam fire.
A steam
fire.
fire engine. This is the 840. How you fucking like me now?
It's about 8:40 right now, you guys.
So, you eat food the same way.
There's some butter.
You eat food the same way, and you get what you need out of it
Yeah.
to keep you going.
You got
Got the lighter over there, bro.
So, in science, energy
Those
can't be
suck.
destroyed, right?
Okay.
There's no way to destroy energy.
All right.
Period.
Unless there's a bigger
You
energy.
can only disperse energy.
You can only disperse it, or engulf it, I guess.
or deflect it.
Deflect it, or
Are we talking about comic books right now?
spirit bend it.
I don't know anything.
Spirit bend it. No, but their energy has to go somewhere.
Hey, back to the like the bug though. Like I wanted to show you guys this. I wanted to show you guys this book on Bud, man. Because
What book are you talking about?
it's the book that's gonna help the 840 podcast a lot. Because we trailed off into like 2 joints worth of conversation, and then we got to talk about the Bud. There's
That's true. That's what we're here for.
That's what we're here.
We're here for
We're
this.
here to
the 840
review.
Yes.
We're here to review.
Yes.
We're trying to get our
I
review
get
out,
one of
but
these,
you
huh?
got to get
Yeah,
your
give him
review in
another
too.
beer. Give this man another beer.
I need another one of those.
Here,
Red
take the mic real quick.
Let me dig
I'm
into
gonna-
my
I'm gonna
bag
get-
of tricks.
I'm
You
gonna
guys
get
need to
this
see this? So how you guys coming with the 840 review? On a scale of high to, where do you guys rank us at? Email me at the 840review@gmail.com.
At the 840 review. You have this on ebook or what?
Yeah. Everything's technology now. Everything.
Hey man, you know how many freaking trees you gotta kill to make an ebook?
Bro, think of deforestation when you
Think
fucking
of
unlock that screen.
I'd rather not.
All of life's problems would have been solved
All right. Let's see.
with hemp paper. I just spilled nasty on myself. All right, where we at? What are we looking up
I'm
here?
looking
Intermission.
up. I'm
Intermission.
looking up. What like the type of plants that there are, like from and what regions they're from.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, you got to be looking up that OG. What was it? Fire?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
No. What
was it? Yeah,
what do we have here?
You want me
It was
to
a
Leafly?
platinum OG.
Leafly. Yeah,
and
hit me with Leafly.
I'm looking up something else.
What's my
I'm
Leafly
looking
sound
up
effect?
so I think this might be the second episode.
Leafly sound effect, man.
Oh. Wait. Hold on.
This is only on the 840,
This
baby.
is
It's pretty.
we have derailed.
It's all good, man.
Yeah, man.
It's all
Hey,
good.
hold
You
on.
guys are on board.
But if you want to, so a good source about the afterlife, well, at least I thought she was sincere, was the chick on from The Conjuring. She did an interview with Chris Jericho.
Chris
And,
Jericho, the chick from The Conjuring.
yeah, like one of the actual people that lived in the house.
Talking about. Oh, you're talking about Talk Is Jericho?
Talk is Jericho.
Talk Is Jericho
podcast one. But
My
yeah,
phone doesn't work out here, dude. Hold on.
but yeah, she cut a pretty good interview with him. That I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
What do you know? All right, so if we go ghost hunting, what this podcast is about stuff, are you gonna go with us?
I will definitely go with you.
You won't go with us, dude.
This guy, I will do this podcast is about stuff. Ghost hunting edition / sneak-a-toke.
Sneak-a-toke on the road ghost hunting edition.
Sneak-a-toke, the 840 presents Sneak-a-toke on the road ghost hunting edition.
Did we find the strain of the wheat?
You said it was, I don't know, man. It
It
was
was
your,
platinum OG
there you go.
and then OG Kush.
OG Kush. Which brings me to a very big announcement, I believe.
What's that, dude?
You alluded to it last night on the Sneak-a-toke. Would you like to make that announcement?
How about you make the announcement because it's your brainchild?
I have an idea.
Yes, hit me with it.
It's going to be a jiu-jitsu tournament. Take place here at Casa de Pescado,
Pascalo Studio.
at Pescado Studios, El Pescador. A jiu-jitsu tournament, 840 style.
So what does that mean?
That means we are going to roll in more ways than one. Hit me up for more information
Okay.
on the 840@gmail.com.
Now, what is it called?
It's going to be the 840 Jiu-Jitsu Classic Invitational
Invitational Classic, bro.
for a limited time only.
For a limited time only. So send in an email, and you can take part.
With qualifications.
With
You don't have
yeah,
qualifications.
you have to meet a certain study. You don't got to be like.
We'll send you a return email
There you go.
with a questionnaire that you have to fill out.
There you go.
This is going to be some game-changing shit, guys.
It's gonna be the 840 style
Yeah.
edition Jiu-Jitsu Open or the Jiu-Jitsu Invitational.
Open Tournament Classic.
Yeah,
finals.
so bring your Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah,
And,
and no pussies. We're not liable for any injuries.
You're definitely not liable for any injuries at all. That will be a digital contract via email for the Jiu-Jitsu Classic.
via online signature.
Your PayPal's needed is all I need.
So what is the idea behind this?
This is gonna be like a Jiu-Jitsu tournament like no other. You score points, you take a hit. You win the tournament, you win your match, you get a dab. Last two men standing should be the highest, and we'll see how they roll.
Details to come.
More details to come, but that is the brainchild I have going. So send in your email, sign up for the.
Where's that at? The 840review@gmail.com?
I think it's at the 840@gmail.com.
The 840 review.
The 840review@gmail.com.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So
digging that. So
let us know.
All right, you guys.
This book is broken. See, this is why you can't mess with ebooks.
See, I told you, man. You gotta.
You need the book.
Deforestation and shit,
book.
bro.
We need to kill trees. I'm sorry, people.
We need to.
We need to continue to kill trees because ebooks are too damn complicated. And they split them up into like 8 sections, and it's ridiculous because I can't ever figure out where I'm at. But what I was trying to show you
It's a BB gun.
was the type of I was trying to show you the type of like genetics like buds can have and stuff like plants can have. You know?
Yeah.
And they
Because Cosmo thinks every strain on the shelf is something someone just named.
no, it all has like a kind of like
bottom.
an indigenous I wouldn't say indigenous, but it has like a rooted like kind
There's
of
a lineage.
source.
There's a
a
lineage.
source. Yeah, there's a lineage, kind of like you know, like you and I.
Yeah.
It's just it has a genetic code and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have some sort of tie to like a specific type of plant that's been around for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all indigenous to like certain parts of the world, really. Like there's places where it just grows wild. Like no one even grew it there. I mean, it just keeps growing. That just has a perfect climate, and it's in the perfect spot, so it just grows wild.
Yeah.
And no one ever picks the buds or anything. It's just like a wild forest of buds.
But it's also nasty.
It probably is, but I'm just saying it grows.
It has like bugs and shit.
It grows. No, there's
You
probably
got chocolate
chances,
in my peanut butter,
There's
but
probably-
with bugs and weed.
there's probably chances that there's times where like you can probably find like a wild forest that is good,
Yeah.
but yeah, most of the time it probably just wouldn't be upkept and then just be growing wild. And like the buds would probably have like seeds in them and stuff because the males and the females are all like kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is it hard to grow?
It's not hard to grow at all, and that was another thing I want to get to. Like everyone should do it. It's
This saves money.
yeah, it
Did you
saves
save
you money.
It's saving.
Yeah, just don't be greedy about it. I mean, don't be trying to like strip your house and like take like a whole room and take everything out and get
Yeah,
like all sorts of equipment.
Realistically, man, I think that's one of those things too, because like I see a lot of people that smoke and shit that like I need to have a fucking ounce. It's like, dude, regulate yourself, because that right there, that's mental as well.
I am 100% a customer at this point in time. I have no, I do the same thing.
And just buy what you need and that's it. Realistic.
I need to regulate that.
Be realistic. Like in Washington, you can only get a gram of wax like a day or two or something. Yeah, and I mean
That's ridiculous.
I mean, fuck, every day a gram? Are you gonna really smoke a fucking gram a day?
You shouldn't be.
Shout out to Rudy because he said he did that.
He's also recording
Yeah, he's also
recording an album.
artists do shit, man. Fuck it.
No, but like it's easy, man. Like everyone should do it. Like I'm not saying be greedy with it. Like you should have one for yourself. Just do it once, just to see how it comes out, and then you're gonna eventually like it, and then you're just gonna keep doing it.
How long does it take to grow a plant?
Depends on
From seed to blunt.
depends on like the strain and stuff. like how fast it grows, what kind of plant it is. I mean, if it's like a sativa, it's gonna take probably a little bit longer, you know. And then but then there's some indicas that take a little bit long too. There's some indicas that, like you guys were talking about the purple. Purple usually only like ripens outside. Like if you have it outside, it doesn't ripen until like about like October, November. So it's like it needs that kind of coldish weather to kind of get that color to it, get that hue to it. And then like once it gets it, then you know it's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then but everyone can do it, man. Everyone, especially here, like in Cali and stuff. If you have your rec, you know, there's municipal laws that like they tell you can't grow, like, you know, in the inland.
But get your rec if you're gonna do it. Get your rec.
Get your rec and don't be greedy. Don't think that you're gonna feel.
Yeah, man, you're not fucking.
Be like the next Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, you're not.
You gotta like, you gotta chill out and like.
Yeah, man.
There were. I knew these guys that were growing under the regulation standard. Like, apparently, according to the rules, you were able to grow within a certain square footage.
Okay.
So they'd have a plant and then stack another one on top of that and another one on top of that and another one on top of that, but still be within the regulated, you know, set of boundaries.
Why?
Like you said, trying to be like.
Yeah, why try to push the limits when they're giving you if they're giving you an inch, why take a mile? I mean, realistically.
That's people, man.
That's people for you, baby.
Yeah. I don't know. It gets to a point though, like where that stuff, man, like all that stuff people are getting from the shops and all that stuff, like sometimes you got to be careful with it. Some shops, they take care of their customers, or, you know, their patients, as they like to call them, you know. And but there's a lot of them that don't, you know. There's a lot of them that are just in it for the money. Or for whatever, because they say they're non-profit, but you kind of feel like there's some sort of profit because the guy that owns it is like driving a Mercedes, and everyone else that works under him is driving like regular Corollas.
I don't know if you spent time in clinics before, like enough time in clinic to see when that dude rolls through. It's like a baller.
Yeah, it's always like some like crazy baller guy that
driving a fucking like Tesla. Or
murdered
something.
out. Murdered out Tesla.
Yeah, fucking. In a goddamn Escalade or some shit. But he's always fucking fancily dressed. He don't smoke. You don't really see the dude high.
Yeah.
But he's all fucking decked out. Man, oh man.
So what do we find the strands?
I don't mind. My phone's not working.
Oh, your phone's not working here? All right. So we just go to Leafly.
Yeah, go to Leafly.
Yeah, we gotta hit that Leafly.
CM Punk's making his debut in a couple days. What do you think?
I got
Mickey Gall.
I feel like, and I'm not trying to shit on CM Punk, but I feel like the attention is probably gonna fuck with him.
Dude, you're talking about a guy who fucking like headline pay-per-views and shit.
It's different when you're fighting, dude.
All right,
it's different when you're
fighting. You don't think that crowd? All you gotta do is just. Like wrestlers too.
But have you watched all the build up and shit
he's
done?
Have you watched the Evolution of Punk?
Yeah.
The miniseries. You watched it?
You
don't think this dude's putting in? Do you think he's putting the time in?
Oh, I think he's putting in the time, but it's his first fight.
It's his first fight.
And
do you think the crowd's that big of a factor?
It is. It really.
SummerSlam, who did way like.
But
think of like the pay-per-view.
It's different. It's different.
He's used to pandering to crowds.
And what if he tries to pander to the crowd and not focus on fighting? I really do feel that your first fight, even
it should be nobody watching.
No, not necessarily nobody watching, but it should be like on a scale where your skill level is.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
I found the.
You think Mickey Gall's gonna whip his ass?
There's a big possibility. I mean, well, how do you see CM Punk winning?
I don't see CM Punk winning, but I'm not gonna think it's gonna be like a roll. Like he's just gonna.
I never said he was gonna roll him. Like you're gonna see him probably get gassed. And that'll probably be like a factor of him going down.
I don't think he's one and done.
I don't think so either. But I mean, I honestly don't think it's gonna hurt him to lose. You know what I'm saying?
No, dude.
I don't think it's gonna hurt him to lose.
But if he wins?
But if he wins, where are they fighting?
I don't know, dude.
Chicago or no, Colorado?
I thought this was one.
Fuck, where are they fighting at?
They're fighting in.
They're fighting the upper, like
Nowhere.
upper Midwest, I guess. The elevation's different, so this dude might gas. I just think, I mean, really, it's a realistic opinion. I mean, it's his first fight.
I know. Whoa, he's training in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
But it's different when a fight.
Yeah, but he's
You
also
don't-
has,
you
he also
don't
has
think-
Duke Rufus on his ass. He's gonna be on his ass about cardio. He's gonna be on his ass about like being acclimated to wherever they go, whether it's below.
I think though, man, like if he's put in that situation, like he's gonna have to be a fighter about it. He's not gonna be like. He's obviously not going to be like. It's going to be like when Brock Lesnar won it, you know.
No,
But,
all right, I got
no.
a theory about Brock Lesnar.
No.
Brock
Well, no,
Lesnar
I'm
is
saying-
the ultimate transcendent heel right now.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
the best.
No, I'm saying like you know when you're just a person, like just think of yourself as a person, not even a fighter,
Yeah.
and you're confronted with like a fight, like a real fight. You're gonna take it as like a real fight. I'm pretty sure him as a fighter, even though he was a wrestler, I mean he's gonna take the fight serious. He's not gonna just go in there and like, you know, not give it
And see,
anything. You know,
and see that-
he's gonna try to win the fight. You know, but who knows, man? It might be a good fight. Who knows?
Might be.
see
Might be.
that-
Might not
that's
hurt.
where
Make it a scrap.
I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on CM Punk, but I'm just saying it's a fight and it's a 3-round fight and it's the
It's
first
gonna be a banger.
It's a
it's
real
the
fight.
first
Make it
it's
go.
the first
fight.
banger fight
It's
and
gonna fucking.
it's different, brother. But I mean, all the luck to that guy, man. He's doing it.
Do you respect the man?
I
Hell yeah.
fucking respect the man, dude.
Hell yeah.
He walked away from possibly being like,
Dude, he walked away at the wrong time to walk away from wrestling.
that's true.
Think of how much it's changed
Yeah.
since where
could have
wrestling's
some-
at right now is where he wanted it.
He could have been Hulk Hogan of all these guys.
Yeah.
He could have been Hulk
Yes.
Hogan of all these guys.
Yes.
They would have all. It would have been all these dudes and then CM Punk.
Is there?
Yeah, you know what I mean. But Kevin Owens, man.
I was wearing my KO shirt yesterday.
Fucking
Yeah.
Kevin
Is there
Owens,
any way
dude.
he can come back?
No.
What?
said no.
Most people. There are people in this world living. They wake up, they eat their food, they watch CM Punk videos,
And
and they
then
go to sleep. But this whole time,
they watch CM Punk videos.
this whole time,
They're like
dedicated-
paparazzi pictures.
they're
'cause he's-
dedicated to the belief that CM Punk's going to make a return to wrestling.
There's a whole subreddit.
There's a whole subreddit. There's a whole community of people out there that no, he's coming back.
He's coming. No, dude. You come back and
And
dude,
it's
that
like,
guy.
dude, look, he's doing something else.
He's
Fuck
writing
that.
comic books for Marvel.
That's cool.
Is he?
He's getting paid for that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
What?
First of
That's
all,
good.
he's
That's
made-
that's cool, man. That guy.
made
He's
fun.
just like he's gonna take it serious,
Dude,
man. Someone who's that dedicated, where they have like multiple jobs and stuff.
Yeah, dude. But again, it's your first fight.
Yes.
The adrenaline of having to go and try and like basically kill somebody. You got to put them out.
Simulated death. Dominic Cruz said it the best.
You got to.
Right Faber said it.
You got to put them out. You got to put them out. Jiu-jitsu. You break their arm, you get up, and you do more damage.
Oh.
Don't think of tapping as, oh, okay, just stop. No, it's
CM,
this is gone. Now I'm gonna work to the other one. Now that's gone. So if I break your arm with an arm bar, that's not where it ends. I'm gonna fucking, all right, your arm's broken. Go to the other one. Americana your shoulder, roll you over because you have no arms no more, and
think-
choke you the fuck out.
I think he's just gonna try and punch him out.
But I mean, that's using jiu-jitsu practically. If
Yes.
you were in a life or death situation, you fucking.
How much do punches change?
Oh,
How much-
dude, 100% it changes when you're throwing punches with jiu-jitsu. Like, it's different because now you have to worry about not getting punched in your face. And dude, it's just there's a whole. I
It's
really,
a game changer.
I really do think that there should be jiu-jitsu with striking.
Dude,
That should
Eddie
be- that would
Bravo
be dope.
started CJJ. It was combat jiu-jitsu,
Uh-huh.
where you start off on the feet.
Yeah.
You work to a takedown, whether it be wrestling or judo.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as it gets to the ground, like no kicks, no punches standing, as soon as it gets to the ground, you're able to use ground and pound in jiu-jitsu.
Wow. Yeah.
And it had one show and didn't go anywhere.
Damn, dude, that would be dope. But people in the know would like it and have to get it over for people that don't.
Getting it over is one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So, CM Punk. This dude, my opinion is, I look at it from this perspective, and I brought it up before, that you were a pro wrestler. You You were the king in pro wrestling. You were the man.
Yeah.
CM Punk was the man.
He was. He was. There's no denying it.
And then something you watch on the side, say you're watching UFC. You're a pro wrestler at the top of the fucking mountain.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching UFC every weekend. You're like, this shit is badass.
Yep.
And then the people who run the UFC come to you and ask you, hey, would you like to fight? I'm going to say yes every fucking day.
And everybody's saying it's a gimmick match, which, I mean, realistically it kind of is, but not really.
James Toney, Randy Couture was a gimmick match.
That's a gimmick match, but I mean, realistically, they should be doing more of those. And that way, that takes away...
What is it, Strikeforce? What is this, Bellator?
I think they should be doing more of those so that it takes away from the people that are trying to go there to be entertained. It still brings them, and you can give more focus to the people that like the real good fights, like a Conor McGregor Diaz, where they're gonna fight each other. But that was still kind of like a gimmick match in itself too. You know what I mean? So like,
I want to see that 3.
I want to see legitimate matches at the top of the card, just followed like just right under it the gimmick match. That's the real seller. Like the
Brock Lesnar coming back.
Yeah,
right?
that whole UFC 200 card.
I don't know, but his isn't. I don't know.
That UFC 200 card was cool.
It wasn't the best.
It wasn't the best,
UFC
but I liked
202
it.
Was better.
I liked it, and 202 was good too.
197 was better.
Dude, did you watch Josh Barnett and
I didn't watch it yet, dude. I didn't watch it yet.
I didn't see that. I've fallen off watching like UFC. It sucks. I gotta catch up on a lot of it, man. Like I gotta catch up on like at least 2 years of it.
Yeah, I kind of fell off. I focused a little more on wrestling because I felt like for a little while there they were just selling me gimmick matches in UFC.
What do you think about wrestling right now? Give me in one sentence. What do you think?
Raw.
Raw? That's it?
Raw.
SmackDown's where the wrestling's at.
SmackDown's good, but Raw is that shit.
Raw's gonna be even better when the cruiserweights come.
Dude, Raw is that shit. SmackDown is kind of. I watched both of them the other day, dude. Fish, I know you don't watch wrestling, and I know a lot of our audience doesn't, but fucking get in. It's starting to get a little bit good. And if you don't want to watch commercialized bullshit,
I don't mind it. I watched like the last Royal Rumble with these dudes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If you can, do yourself a favor and check out Lucha Underground.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of that. That's actually pretty awesome. Yeah, that's a cool like little organization right there. That's dope. They get down.
They get down. Dude.
Well, with that being said, you guys got to check out Lucha Underground. Maybe me and Kray.
Maybe, I don't know. I think I have the I was thinking about it. I have the possibility of being on TV 2 times a year.
Yeah, maybe.
I went to WCK and I went to Lucha Underground.
But we can't talk about that anymore. So,
all right, you guys. All right.
What do you think about?
We're gonna go ahead and give you the strain highlights of this Platinum OG. Platinum OG is just as precious as the metal it's named after. With a THC content regularly topping 20%, this indica dominant hybrid asserts itself as one of the heaviest strains around. Platinum OG is purported to stem from 3 strains: Master Kush, OG Kush, and a third unknown parent, which is usually the case.
Yeah.
Flowers are lime green and plump with prominent orange hairs and a platinum coating thanks to the abundance of THC crystals. A brief, heady onset settles into a powerful physical sedation suitable for nighttime use and pain, stress, anxiety relief, and jiu-jitsu recovery.
How you
making
doing?
this precious strain is a robust healer.
Ow! Nice. So we got healed.
Woo! We give that out.
Woo! We got healed today. That's what we got.
Hey, thanks for the medicine, bro.
And then we still gotta do the OG.
Yeah, and let's check the OG because we're running on.
We're all right. Well, and then we'll wrap it up.
It's getting to that point.
We got these things got us so stoned. We derailed 80 times. We derailed like fucking. What is it? 840 times and shit, dude.
But that's what happens
on the 840 review. I can tell you guys right now, if I can rate it from
we're not doing it yet.
Being sitting straight up into the couch, and I'm about, I don't know, ass to the tip of the seat into this couch in full recline mode, as they say.
They call that leaning.
Oh, I'm medicated, baby.
OG Kush makes up the genetic backbone of West Coast cannabis varieties, but in spite of its ability, its genetic origins remain a mystery. Popular myth maintains that Chemdog and Hindu Kush parented OG Kush, which both of those on their own is
Nice.
passing on the distinct Kush bud structure we see in many strains today. However, we can be sure because OG Kush first came from bag seed in the early 90s. The earliest propagators, known now as Imperial Genetics, are said to have brought the seeds out of Florida to Colorado and Southern California, where now it flourishes. There are many different phenotypes of OG Kush, some of which include Tahoe OG, San Fernando Valley OG, and Alpha OG. OG Kush is cherished for its ability to crush stress under the weight of its heavy euphoria.
I am not stressed at all.
It carries an earthy pine and sour lemon scent, which I taste,
Mhm.
with woody undertones and aroma that has become the signature of OG Kush varieties and descendants.
Wow.
With OG Kush, patients most commonly cite improvements in migraines, ADD, ADHD, and stress disorders.
What?
Damn,
What?
Well, my ADD.
Name a
boy-
pill. Name a pill that does that.
My boy
Name a pill
Cosmo's been
that
pretty
does
focused.
Well, I'm pretty fucking focused. My glaucoma. Yeah, it's better now. Fucking my dead leg is alive again. My fucking frostbite is cured. I don't have stomach pains.
Thanks for the medicine, dude. I appreciate
I
it. It's
really
like coming
do
to a doctor,
appreciate
dude.
It really is, isn't it?
Well,
And I'm like cured now.
I want to say, on a scale,
Of
stress, chronic,
no stress.
pretendo,
Mm-hmm.
chronic,
Yes.
and kush,
Yeah.
fish, I would like you to give. Well, wait, you can't give one because you're unbiased. You'd be
Yeah,
biased
I'd be
opinion.
biased. Yeah.
I would give it a fully medicated kush. And you couldn't hear that. I gave it a kush.
I said Kush, which might be the first ever fucking. May be the first ever 5-star you given on the 840 review.
That was some good joint.
You personally.
Yeah, that was some good.
Yesterday we had some Girl Scout cookies that you guys can go check that out on Mr.StreamThing if you want to find out how that went.
Watch out for the shotgun BB gun.
I know, dude.
You almost
Fucking-
put my
I almost-
freaking eye out.
It almost killed the lights, dude. I'm chilling.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give that a kush too.
Hey.
5-star kush.
A 5-star
Yes. I
kush
am
review.
so
Thank you,
stoned.
Fish, for advocating that to us.
Yes.
Well, I think I should leave you with a little bit of a picture here, you guys.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kray?
All right, man.
How do
Roll
you
us
have-
out.
Let's go right here, man. Oh, brother.